Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My videos is for all English literature students who are preparing for NET and SET exam. Audio Lingual Method. Before getting into this topic, if you haven't viewed translation from grammar methods and direct method, the link is in the description. Now let's move to Audio Lingual Method. Introduction. This method was introduced by William Moulton. It tries to demonstrate that a language teaching method can be based on discipline like linguistics and psychology. Principles of audiolingual method. Language is a set of habits. Language is speech and not writing. Languages are different. A language is what native speakers say, not what someone thinks they ought to say. Teaching should be subordinate to learning. Let's move to main features of audiolingual method. The audiolingual method avoids the use of the mother tongue. Dialogues were the main feature of the audiolingual method as they provided learners an opportunity to practice and memorize bits of language. The audiolingual method treated each language skill separately, listening, speaking, reading, and writing separately. This method focused primarily on the skills of listening and speaking, as language is speech and not writing. The skills of writing and reading were not neglected, but it focuses on listening and speaking. The language laboratory was introduced as an important teaching aid. It gave learners an opportunity to memorize language patterns. Pattern drills were used as an important teaching technique for language learning. Procedure: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Language was introduced through dialogues which contained common structure used in everyday communication. The dialogues were memorized line by line. Learners mimicked the teacher or a tape, listening carefully to all the features of the spoken language. Phrases and sentences of a dialogue were learned through repetition first by the whole class, then smaller groups, and finally individual learners. Reading and writing were introduced the next stage. Reading material was generally based on the oral lesson in order to establish a relationship between speech and writing. Once the learner had mastered the basic structures, he was asked to write. The learner first listened to a taped version of the text and discussed questions and answers orally. Then they did reading and writing practices. Now let's move to merits and demerits of audiolingual method. Merits and demerits of audiolingual method of teaching. Merits: speaking as primary to language learning. Practice was given through the use of dialogues. Teaching the language orally, it was helpful in reading and writing. Demerits: only certain sentence pattern can be taught through this method. It is suited to lower class. It is difficult to apply this approach to every sphere of teaching and testing. This method demands too much of material aid in order to create a real-life situation. Now let's move to the question. Who introduced the audiolingual method of teaching? Comment the answer. Thank you for watching this video. Stay connected with Dala's Guide.